What is up guys, BlackScape here, and today I have a brand new video for you. Now, if I sound like I'm whispering because I'm hiding away from the goons that Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro send after me to quiet me down from any criticism for the Dragon Ball Super manga, well then you're absolutely right, because that's exactly what's going on. No, I'm actually feeling under the weather today, but new leaks dropped and these are the most up-to-date ones, brand new, telling us more about the story in the Dragon Ball Super manga. So bear with me, bear with my voice. I am sorry that I sound so weird. As long as you close your eyes and imagine me whispering in your ear, you're gonna be fine. Let's jump in. As always, I want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to DBS Chronicles on Twitter. I'm gonna leave a link to his Twitter account in the description below in the top comment to the specific tweet that has all the up-to-date leaks with the translations, brand new translations from Herms98. But this chapter is called The Fate of the Saiyans. Now, if you recollect, I was actually extremely brutal on the Dragon Ball Super manga last chapter. I was very disappointed with a lot of the stuff that went on, even calling it the death of the Dragon Ball Super manga. Now, I am optimistic that the manga itself, at least the rest of the story, is going in at least an interesting direction, but it may not be the best direction, at least the one that I want it to go on. It might not be the story-driven direction, it might be something that we've seen before, a lot of tropes that we've seen before. Unfortunately, that's just the way Dragon Ball Super is at the moment. But let's see what these have to say, because it could be something different. I've seen a few things here where Vegeta is in a tough spot, but I haven't had full access to the entire leak, so this is going to be just as new to me as it is to you fully. It looks like it's a quiet day, normal day in the street. This building's just standing here with some birds flying overhead until it explodes and you see debris flying all over the place, all over this city. A sad sight to see, but Vegeta in Ultra Ego is literally just trying to run away as fast as possible, dodging, going behind cover, and basically making a fool of himself, running all over the place, evading blasts and explosions from what I can only assume is granola. Before Vegeta is realizing it, because he, I guess, hasn't figured it out where these blasts are all coming from, or maybe they're coming and curving and coming from different directions and Vegeta's too slow to evade. The blast actually hit him dead center right in the face, throwing him back into some debris as Granola is coming out like a Western with both his hands up like they're 6-shooters and says, "What's wrong? Are my attacks not stimulating you anymore?" Vegeta says, "You bastard." So say I'm just a fan of the story right now, and I'm not looking at this as a Vegeta fanboy, which I am. I'm not trying to like think about the entire history of Vegeta or Goku. Honestly, I think this is a cool setup where Vegeta is trying to evade these shots, and Granola looks like a complete badass coming in with both his hands like 6-shooters. Now, because I know the history, because I'm a Vegeta fanboy, I think it's really lame that he's in a new transformation and he's evading like this, and mainly because Granola's powers have not been fully explained. He is the strongest in the universe at the time of making the wish, but we have not heard anything about the wish scaling to if somebody else becomes more powerful then he gets more powerful, or does he get more powerful over time? Like, does he unlock new abilities over time to make him more powerful, or does he just have super plot armor and plot wrapped around him where he's as strong as the plot needs him to be? It's confusing and it hasn't been written well. That's the major problem with Granola right now, but I am not gonna sit here and say that this shot right here with him coming up to Vegeta is not cool. It's pretty damn cool. Dead2 writes, Granola fires another barrage at Vegeta, who can barely dodge at this point, just completely lighting his ass up like real bad. Vegeta goes tumbling backwards, like he doesn't go flying. Look at this scene right here. He is cartwheeling backwards as Granola uses his immense speed to essentially stop him from tumbling, using his foot on Vegeta's head. Okay, this is where I'm getting upset again. Okay, so he stops Vegeta with his foot against his head, Bro, this is just literally reminding me of Boruto. The last episode I ever watched of Boruto was when one of the Atsatsuki members, particularly one of the lamest ones with the fish hook, he completely dominates Sasuke in a skirmish and then steps on his head in the most disrespectful manner. And this is giving me those vibes. To have a character that has not earned this level of animosity, this level of malevolence, treat a seasoned character this way, it's like the same thing. It just reminds me of Boruto, and I don't like this part actually. It would be cool if it was any other character, but having it be Vegeta in Ultra Ego, his new transformation, like it just makes it more sad to me, honestly. Vegeta powers down, powers back into his base form with Granola's boot to the back of his head. As Granola says, "Are you done with your Ultra whatever thing?" Ugh, the disrespect on Ultra Ego right now. Guess I was right. Fate has decided the Saiyans should be destroyed. And Vegeta grabs Granola's foot and yells, "Fuck you," which I highly doubt that's what he says in the manga. So the translation's probably a little bit off here. I don't think he actually said that in the manga. I don't think that Toyotaro is about that life. But Granola is just kind of like, yo, let go of me. Vegeta kind of finds himself in this situation sometimes. I think he did the exact same thing against Jiren when he was facing off against him, where he just kind of like holds on to him, like not letting him let go and stuff, like just kind of like holding on for dear life. The last little bit of strength he has left is just holding on to Granola's leg. Vegeta with some fight left in him, which is a trait that I love of Vegeta. I loved it in the Buu arc. I love it in Super as well. He says, "The one who decides my fate is none other than me." And he just won't let go of Granola, so Granola punches him again, and he punches him again, and then he goes in to punch him a third time as Vegeta's like bracing for the punch. You know, he's gonna get hit right in the face. Boom. Goku comes in, coming in clutch, right into Granola, left hook, right in Granola's face. A great shot. Like, I can't wait to see this actually finished. You see Granola being thrown back. You see Goku coming in, and Vegeta surprised to see Goku up and at him again. Of course, you shouldn't be surprised Goku like healed himself. Like, Vegeta can't do that. Goku also has the ability of having brand new abilities come out of nowhere for some reason at this point. I think he's in Super Saiyan, but he may be in Blue because it's kind of darker. And that's enough to push Granola away. This is the panel that I originally saw out of context. Like, this is the one that I saw originally, and I actually tweeted about it because I was like, look, he lost. You guys are saying that he didn't lose. He's not an Ultra Ego anymore. Goku comes in for the victory, or at least getting Granola off of him. But there seems to be a little bit more to this. But just based on this, like, you can, if this is the only thing that came out, this would be taken out of context where he lost completely, but it is a possibility that we are getting a little bit more to this. But Goku did have to come in and save Vegeta at this point because, I mean, another punch like that, it could have knocked Vegeta out, so he wouldn't have been in the fight anymore. And remember, Vegeta still has the Senzu Bean, or I think Goku has a Senzu Bean, one of them has it. So Vegeta could still get healed up. Goku's already healed up, so there could be something else happening in the future. And a lot of people are saying Gogeta is the only answer against Granola. I really don't not only want it, but I don't think it should go to Gogeta. I think that the fusions, the fusion is something that needs to be put on the back burner. We can't always rely on fusion. We can't keep going back to it every 10 seconds. And it just would be so predictable, although everything here has been predictable so far, but it would be way too predictable in my opinion. And it would just be boring at that point if we saw Gogeta, even if it was like some sort of like some mutated Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct thing, or even when I was saying where one part is dominant over the other, like Ultra Instinct is dominant over Ultra Ego, I still think that it would be way too much. I think Granola is as powerful right now as the plot needs him to be, so the only way to get through to him is to make him realize that Goku and Vegeta are not the threat, and the heaters are actually the bad guys, which I think is what's coming. I don't think Gogeta's coming, and I don't want him to come at all. And here we have the last panel. This is the most up-to-date one. This is the one that I didn't get to see originally, and so I'm glad that I had Jordan, shout out to Jordan, writer of Dragon Ball V and Dragon Ball Infinity here, creator. He actually sent me this. I didn't get to see this part, but it says, it's please let me do this alone. And I actually tweeted this, please Kakarot, the fandom is watching, because the fandom is watching. Essentially what's going on right now is that there's possibly a round 2 here. There's probably a lot going on here from this panel, from the one where Goku gets Granola off of him, because it looks like Vegeta may be a little bit healed here. He just has some blood on him from before, and Goku's not Super Saiyan anymore. He's back to normal, and so Goku lets Vegeta go and says, just try not to die, as Vegeta walks on with determination against Granola. But if Granola is as powerful as the plot needs him to be, and he just is as powerful as you can be, like say Goku goes into Master, he goes into, like at this point now, if Mirrorus was here, it would seem, because Mirrorus was almost like not mortal, but like he had lived a mortal life in Universe 7, it could be possible that Granola would become stronger than Mirrorus because of the fact that Mirrorus is living in Universe 7 and the wish seems to be so expansive. So if there's a round 2 here, if Vegeta goes back into Ultra Ego, if he's healed up, goes back into Ultra Ego trying to do it again, I don't see how he would do it different to wear down a character that has no weakness at all and cannot get weaker and only get stronger, and a character that is doomed to die soon, and hopefully does. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that consequence should stick, but he dies, but up until that point, he's like the most powerful being now, and the Oracle Fish said so. So a round 2 between Vegeta and Granola is not gonna be a Vegeta victory. If this is continued, in my opinion, this is just me saying it, I think that Vegeta is going to fight Granola, and then something's going to happen where the Heater's wish upsets the balance of everything, where Granola is like, what the hell is going on? And the Heaters are going to make a wish so devastating that Granola is going to take notice and say like, oh my god, they are the bad guys, I should have realized that, and he's going to team up with Vegeta and Goku to take down the Heaters. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, which is not a Vegeta victory. Vegeta lasting is not a Vegeta victory. Vegeta getting a victory is a Vegeta victory, and so I feel like kind of like a broken record really caring so much about Vegeta getting a W, but it's something that we're just tired of Goku always getting it and being written that way, and I think that Vegeta deserves it at this point. But now I'm more interested, like I'm off of that. Like I don't really give a shit now, because I know they're not going to give it to him, at least not against Granola. And so I'm waiting to see what the rest of the story has to do and has to offer us, and see if Vegeta actually becomes more important toward the end of it, and see exactly what the Heaters are wishing for. I think that's like what I'm more interested in right now, and how Frieza factors in, if Granola even faces Frieza at all at this point. But yeah, I again, round 2 does not mean that Vegeta's gonna win. I don't see a way that he would win without fusion at this point, unless he pushes and transforms into something new past Ultra Ego. But even then, Granola again seems to be as strong as he needs to be at this point. His rules of power don't make sense, and they're not outlined correctly. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this chapter spoiler and my review of it. And I apologize again for my voice. Hopefully it's back in a few days, but you guys might have to bear with me for the next couple days with my voice being all faint. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.